Good morning. It's Monday morning. We're about to leave Millmerran now, so one of the boss's depot, the second depot, Millmerran. Yeah, looking at the text messages last night. Got to go down to Allen, which I already said. GrainCorp down there. Then go up to the Stanbrook feedlot. Now I know they've got a couple of different feedlots. The only one I know is Bottle Tree, just out of Miles. Just roughly doing the figures in my head. Time I get loaded and get up there, I won't get unloaded today, so it'll be probably unloading tomorrow morning. I haven't been confirmed on that. Hopefully get a text message sometime today to get it confirmed. Unloading destination at time, or rough time. Quite often feedlots don't have booking times. It's just whenever you get there. Most of them are like that, so pretty good. Trucks all aired up. I've lied in my book. I haven't lied yet, but I filled my liar book out. It's probably going to be a pretty cruisy day, so time is ticking away. It's 5:30, so it's almost going to be sunrise in probably 10 minutes. So just get on the road and get a bit done. Get a few K's under our belt. as I swing into Gundy here, yeah, I'm pulling into the BP for brekkie. It's brekkie time for me. The food can be a bit hit and miss sometimes. Sometimes I've had some really good food there, and sometimes it's been pretty ordinary. I quite often pull in here at tea time or the afternoon, have a shower. Showers have been reasonably good, plenty of hot water. Yeah, sometimes they're not as clean as they can be, but high flow of trucks coming through, I dare say you can't keep them spotless. There is large parking here for road trains and big trucks. Can get quite full here at times where you actually can't find a park, so my opinion is yeah, if the yards are full, especially a big one like this, yeah, the food and showers can't be too bad. While we're going through Fowler's Grain Corp, I'll give you a little bit of looks and explain behind the scenes of what we do at Fowler here. Not at all of them, but there's a little parking bay just before the entry. This is where we tend to check out own trailers, make sure we're swept out and clean. I don't like interbreeding with other seeds. I'm a bit restless like that, so if you're going to carry wheat, we preferably only have wheat seeds left in your trailer from the previous tip. You can tend to mix up wheat and barley a little bit, but if it's something like sorghum or corn or something different, and especially fertiliser, they get a bit grumpy about that and they expect you to clean it out before you go in. This is one of the reasons in truck parking bays you tend to see a bit of grain sitting on the ground, because it's just where we can sweep it out. We don't have anywhere dedicated in most places where we can do this. There is a second reason why there's quite often grain piled in the parking bay, but I won't get into that in this video. Well, I'm at Fallon, here on time actually, for my booking. But
taking forward?
Unfortunately, where I'm going to get loaded, I just put him on smoko for half an hour or so. So even though I'm on time and there's no other trucks, so I've still got to wait. So that's trucking, I suppose. So we'll see what happens in a little while. Hopefully he's only going to have half an hour smoko and they'll let me in. Load a week, and I'll be heading north of nice load of barley, sorry. And going to a feedlot just north of Boneville. Been there once, maybe twice at the most, so I know where it is. I've been past it plenty of times. I believe I'm thinking of the right one. So that's the basic.
That's all I can get in him, mate.
I go to Westmar, Mooney, Derby, Barnville, and north from there up to the feedlot. So yeah, so we'll see how we go. Just been called up to come in. There is no real map to show you where to go. It's kind of previous experience helps a long way. A lot of questions. This is the sample shed, and they also come out and check your trailers. You've got to drive past to make sure the trailers are clean. They're just going to have a quick look in as you slowly drive past, and they'll give you a thumbs up if they're happy. Then we go onto the weighbridge to get a tear. This is a good long weighbridge. It will take a road train length, AB triple actually, so no split weighing. Basically pull up to the weighbridge here at the office, and we'll get paperwork and find out where I'm going. Okay, I've got the paperwork and we're going to the bunkers to the other side of the road. Like I said, yeah, it's no real easy way to work out how to get around this place. It's previous experience. Yeah, to a person who's never been to one of these places, it's pretty random where you got to drive. As you can see, this is a bunker, or what we call a bunker, a big pile of barley here. He's just going to load me straight over the sides with the loader. The loader is slightly modified on the bucket so it can tip over the edge easily and not bend my, hopefully not bend my rods in the middle. After getting loaded, I never took any footage of me getting loaded. It's just too hard with a camera and walking around on the side. We'll go back around and go back to the sample shed. They did have two bunkers open on this day, wheat and barley. Quite often they do that. They have several bunkers running at the same time on the bigger Graham Corp sites. We're back around to the sampling shed. This is where they take a small sample, about a couple of litres of seed from across your trailers, just to verify for themselves that the seed and everything's still good quality to go, especially if it's going export. You can see she's got her arm down. I'll give her the paperwork on the way through. once we got a sample, then I'll pull over to the side and let the other trucks through. That truck actually has been through once. He had to get a little bit more in his load. It's been pre-sampled, but he's just got to weigh off again, make sure he's got the right weight. Coming back on the bridge again, get my gross weight. Thankfully I've got scales on my trailer and truck, and if I'm in with half a tonne I'm usually pretty happy. They won't let me go when I'm overloaded, but I can go up to my maximum weight. For West combination it's 85.6 tonne, and my net on the average is about 55 tonne. Just got loaded at Fallon. Around the corner. Got through there pretty well, pretty easy, 45 minutes. So that was alright. I was there total for an hour and a half, so a little bit of waiting at the side, just re-rolling tarps and checking things over just before I left, so an hour and a half total. That's not bad, can't complain about that at all. So sometimes it's a little bit better, and I've been there for quite the opposite for whatever reason. So heading up to Farmville, north of there, one of the feedlots up there, plenty of feedlots up there, so Derby. Just had a shower, bit of fuel, not much, just a little top up on the tanks. And I'm about to head out to the feedlot now. So the feedlot's actually shut. I can't remember much about this feedlot. I'll have a look when I get there. I believe we can sleep out there, so that might be an advantage. Yeah, we'll see how we go. See you on the road. Good morning. It's about a bit after 7 actually. Been up for a couple of hours. Slept at the feedlot last night with a couple of other trucks here. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while to get unloaded because it's got the slowest grid in the face of the planet. So, yeah, bit of fun and games. I was actually doing my maintenance earlier, checks. I walked past one of the fuel tanks on the left hand side. She's got a hole in it. Basically, in that section there, it's got a little valve, so when the pressure gets too negative on the inside of the tank, it lets air in. It's actually come apart. Now, I know where it is, and I can't get it out because it's floating around the bottom of a full diesel tank. Don't think I lost too much diesel last night, but you just don't know. But yeah, something I wasn't expecting. Thankfully I had a spare cap, so just a backup one. Don't know why I had it, but yeah. Anyway, I had one, so we're all good there. I'll go buy a new one this weekend, I suppose. But yeah, alright, I'll catch you on the road. Rightio, it's now 11:15. So I just finally got unloaded. Yeah, it takes about an hour and a bit to unload a road train, especially if you're second in line, if not longer. I'm just heading back to Bonaville, and I'll hopefully by then I'll get a text message to say where I've got to go next. So we'll wait and see.